king of the division yet. There's so much unanswered questions. You can't just, beat one guy and say, I'm the best. Nobody can beat me. You got to prove it. You have to prove it. And, time will tell who's the king of this division. They're probably going to move up. This is probably all going to be handled at 140. There's a lot of people starving at 135 here. We're big boys. So when that time comes, it's going to be a great fight. But all I know is I'm in a position where they need me. No matter what you say, no matter who has a bout, blah, 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 blah. You guys can say all you want. Everybody can say all they want. I don't listen to Twitter. I just look at the numbers. The numbers
Yeah,
prove it. I don't have to say anything else. The numbers prove it. Until you get your numbers up, then you're going to be a little bit more in control. But right now, I'm in control, so it's all good.
What's going on, y'all? It's Athletes Culture again, coming at you with another video. So, from what you guys seen in the intro, that was Ryan Garcia, lightweight fighter that fights under Golden Boy Promotions. And, he recently came out and, from that video, made the statement saying that Teofimo Lopez is not the king of the lightweight division. Now, that has me, I mean, anybody watching the video who happens to even be a casual of boxing, you would definitely raise some eyebrows as to, like, why would you make such a statement? I mean, the same Teofimo Lopez who beat the boogeyman of the lightweight division, Vasily Lomachenko, the same Teofimo Lopez who holds a WBA, IBF, IBO, and, technically is the ring champion. Like, how could you not say he is the king of the division? The only title belt that he doesn't have, per se, I guess, is a WBC title. But when you saw said and done, Teofimo Lopez is the best lightweight champion out there. Like, he's the best lightweight fighter. And honestly, arguably should be on everybody's pound for pound list. At least top 10 at minimum. So Ryan Garcia, I mean, I understand, he has a very large following and all that, and maybe he's coming in terms of money-wise that Teofimo Lopez necessarily isn't the king of the lightweight division. Hey, let's just put it quite frank, listening to other, boxing aficionados, the lightweight division really isn't the money division when you really talk about it. You can't really draw much of a crowd at the lightweight. You're going to have to step up to welterweight. Welterweight and heavyweights are basically where the money is in boxing at the moment. Welterweights, heavyweights. It used to be heavyweights and middleweights, but Floyd Mayweather definitely helped uplift the welterweight division, bring it to the prominence that it is. Floyd Mayweather accompanied with Manny Pacquiao. So right now in this day and age, let's take numbers out of it, right? You got to take numbers out of it because y'all ain't drawing the numbers that the welterweights and the heavyweights are drawing, all right? Well, all said and done, Teofimo Lopez is the best fighter at the lightweight division. But, on Ryan Garcia, because on that note, since we're bringing up Golden Boy fighters, who's no longer a Golden Boy fighter is Canelo Alvarez. And, him being a free agent, to say the least, the pound for pound #1 fighter in the world, arguably, is now a free agent. If I were to be a betting man right now and, put my money on where he's going to end up, I think it will be Matchroom. Matchroom, definitely, if he's looking for the top fights. Again, if he's looking to make to be that legend that he wants to be, make history like he did, I think Matchroom offers him the best opportunity. You got the likes of Callum Smith over there. He is, the ring champion at 168 pounds, all right? And I think the last I checked, Canelo holds a belt at 168. So if you really want to make those fights happen, Matchroom is the way to go. If he wants to go to, I don't know, stay familiarized with the U.S. market and, make his name even more so of a household name in the U.S. market, then going with the PBC will be a safe route. I mean, right there, he could take on the likes of Caleb Plant, who has the IBF title, so the PBC can make things happen. But to me, if he wants to get that world recognition, not only, he already has Mexican market on lock, but if you want to get the British market, which has some of the best fighters at his division, if he wants to make those fights happen with the swiftness, clear that up, make his name even more so known in overseas, in the European market, I would say go with Matchroom. Eddie Hearn will definitely love him, Eddie Hearn already has Anthony Joshua under his stable. So if Eddie Hearn can get Canelo Alvarez, and if Canelo Alvarez can see what Eddie Hearn did with Anthony Joshua to make him, a global figure and just basically a global name in boxing, imagine what he could do with a Canelo Alvarez. Just imagine. So I think it's Matchroom. If not Matchroom, it wouldn't shock me if they kind of reconcile things with Golden Boy, basically work out a new contract that's going to be more favorable to Canelo Alvarez. But who knows? But if, like I said, if I'm going to bet he's going to go with Matchroom. Eddie Hearn can make fights happen. Let's just put it that way. He's definitely going to make the fights happen. Definitely going to draw in the money. You ain't got to worry about that. Though there is that issue, with DAZN there, because I think Eddie Hearn, he has some dealings with DAZN. I don't know if Canelo's just completely done with DAZN, doesn't want to have anything to do with them, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, there's other alternatives. You don't necessarily have to fight on DAZN when you're with Eddie Hearn. There is the Sky Sports. They could get your fights on in different places. But at the end of the day, where it's at is the U.S. market. That is where you're going to make your name or earn some of the highest revenues if you're not a heavyweight, will be in the U.S. market. And quite honestly, in that case, then it leads itself that the PBC will be the best chance, but I don't know what his relationship is with the Al Heyman, Richard Schaefer with Showtime, and so on and so forth. So who knows what the relationship is there. I think he'll go to Matchroom. Eddie Hearn has been basically throwing all sorts of love towards Canelo Alvarez and would definitely love to have him on there. But back on the, this whole little Ryan Garcia tip, the lightweight division, yeah, these guys are all definitely going to move up. Ryan Garcia did mention that, they're big guys, and Ryan Garcia, he's standing at 5'10". Arguably, when I look at him, I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually like 5'11", just a shade under 6 foot. So none of these guys are really going to stay at 135 pounds. They're too big for that, all right? But if I were to say, right now, Ryan Garcia isn't even top 5, arguably, at that division, barely top 5. I mean, you can name a list of fighters that are arguably better than him at this moment in time. You got Richard Comey, Vasyl Lomachenko, obviously Teofimo Lopez. And we got to see, when you look at it, Luke Campbell, honestly, is a better fighter in some people's eyes. Luke Campbell's a better fighter. And then you got Devin Haney, too. And you can make a case for Robert Easter Jr. You can make a case for all those guys. Or Jorge Linares. You can make a case for all those guys being better fighters than, Ryan Garcia. And then also can't even forget about Tank Davis, Gervonta. All right, even though they have him at even though he's considered a super featherweight, but he fought a lightweight fighter and beat him this past weekend. So who knows? No, sorry, take that back. Santa Cruz is a featherweight. Take that back. I'm sorry, Santa Cruz is a featherweight. But still, Gervonta, can definitely do some work at 135. So, but we'll see. All said and done, I mean, the real king of the lightweight division, put all that money aside, is Teofimo Lopez, period, point blank. He will wash Ryan Garcia. Richard Comey will beat Ryan Garcia. Devin Haney arguably has beaten Ryan Garcia in the amateurs, so has Ryan Garcia beaten him. But watching the two, my edge will have to go towards Devin Haney. Slight edge towards Devin Haney. Vasyl Lomachenko would be better than Ryan Garcia. So, really, Ryan Garcia has a way to go. Ways to go. And obviously, Teofimo's moving up to 140. I know that. I've seen that all throughout. He's even spoken about that. We'll see what he can do at 140. But all these guys will one day meet up with each other, be it at 140 or 147. And even if they meet up there, I don't necessarily see Ryan Garcia even still being the king of that division then. But I want to hear what y'all have to say. Like, comment, subscribe down below. I'm out.